Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway here in London. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes Diggs. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Watson now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes Diggs. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. 7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for second down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second down and 3. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. From the 45 on second down. Allen, he'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Chubb running right. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Handoff comes to Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And the Bills have recovered. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? First down now, but that clock rolling.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From midfield, here's Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. From the 16, Allen.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Walker.
And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. But here comes Diggs.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Watson. They'll roll him out right.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They run. Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Watson. Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 7 yards the pick up there. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jacob Phillips with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
Come on now.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, got to have this one. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson forced out to his left. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Faking the give. Now Watson. Touchdown. That's caught. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play here for Buffalo. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. To the air, Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A give running right is Chubb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A run for Nick Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now a play fake, and it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Throwing is Allen. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.